Alright, so now we're going to get into building a bootstrap carousel, which is basically a slideshow of images. And we're going to put this on the Innovate page right between this Innovate and Learn. So if we go to getbootstrap.com and we want to be at JavaScript, scroll down to Carousel, and they give us some examples so you can slide our images. You can also add captions like this. So what I'm going to do is copy this markup. It also gives us the glyphicons for the arrows, for the forward and previous arrows. So let's open up innovate.html, and we want to find that spot. So we want to go below all the modal code. And we want it to go right here. Well, and I just want to throw in a comment so we know that this is a carousel. And I'm just going to format it. If you're using NetBeans, Shift-Alt-F will format your code. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a main div with an attribute of data ride, and that has to equal carousel. And we have this ordered list of carousel indicators, and down here where it says wrapper for slides, we need one of these for every slide that we create. I'm sorry, one of these. We don't want to include the carousel inner. There's only one of those. We're only copying the item divs. And what we're going to do is put our images here in the SRC and our captions here. So we're going to have 3 different images. So I'm going to copy this. And whichever div that we have the class of active on is going to display when the page loads. So if we keep it like this, we're going to have 3 images on top of each other. So we want to remove active from the second and third. Now I've created a couple images which should be in your program files. So I'm going to grab it from the original project, and that is these 3 create, learn, and teach images. So I'm going to just bring those over to our template, paste those in. So we have slide create, slide learn, slide teach. Slide learn is going to be the first one. So this is going to be in images slide learn.jpg, and we'll just give it an alt tag of learn. And for a caption, I don't know, we'll just say learn web technologies. And for the second one is going to be images slash create, what is it? Slide create .jpg. Oh. And up here I forgot the N. So we'll say create and say create web masterpieces. And now we want images slash what is it? Slide teach .jpg. Teach. Say share your knowledge. Alright. Actually, hold on. Alright, so let's get rid of these dots. And then under that we have the controls, which are all set for us. You can also customize them if you'd like different arrows or images, things like that. So let's save this. Go to our Innovate page. Alright, so that looks good. Learn, create, teach. So it's a very clean, very smooth slider. You can use these as well. And you could add more caption. You could put a heading and then have the small text. But yeah, I think that looks really good. We have our arrows, and when we hover over the arrows we see this shadow, so it's really nice. Alright, so what I want to do now is on the About page I want to have a little accordion menu. Bootstrap actually calls it a collapse or a collapse menu. So if we go to Bootstrap and we click on collapse, we have an example here. Okay, so we have this first area of text, and then we can click on this tab, brings some more text up. Okay, so pretty cool. And then we have the code here. It's quite a bit of code, of markup. So let's grab this, just grab all of it. Whoop, forgot that last div. So we'll copy that, and we want to go to our About page, scroll down to, this is going to be in the sidebar right here, collapse here. So I'm going to paste that in, format it up. Alright, so let's actually see what we have now. Okay, so it's working, and I do want only the top one to have a blue background, and we also want to add some margin here, or at least a line break, and we also want to change the titles. So let's go back, and as far as the coloring, let's open up our CSS file. I'm not sure why it's even colored. I didn't think I added that style yet, but I must have. Panel heading, custom CSS. Oh yeah, I did. Alright. So I have it for panel heading, but I want to single out just the top one and leave these two gray. So what I'm going to do is, this is the start of the panel group, and we have div class panel heading on each one. For the top one, I'm going to say blue heading, or panel blue heading. And then in the CSS, let's see, where did I even add that? Oh, I see what's going on. This is the actual, if we go to the home page, it's for this panel here. We actually made all panel headings blue. So, so let's go back to the index page and go to that panel heading, and let's add that blue div class panel heading. Say panel blue heading. And then we'll change this, take that off, so panel blue heading. Alright, so now our top one's blue and the others are gray. but we want white lettering. I guess that's not going through, so we need to put the important keyword that'll make the text white on the home as well. Okay? And I also don't want that line when we hover over these. So let's see. So we'll just use panel. So we'll say panel A hover text decoration none. And that should do it. Okay. So only our top one is blue. If you wanted to make this dynamic, you could have the active one blue, but we're not going to do that right now. So let's add a line break because this is right on top of that. So in the About page, right above the list group, let's add in some BR tags. Alright. Actually, we'll just leave one BR tag. There. So, unfortunately, I'm on this very low resolution and we can't see the whole page, but it's looking really good. We have all kinds of functionality here. We have our modal, our collapsible menus or accordions, a list group, tabs. So we get a lot going on with a minimal amount of code, and well, at least a minimal amount of work. A lot of this was just copying and pasting, so it's really coming together. Well, it is coming. It has came together. So this is basically the final version. You could go in and change some stuff if you want. Maybe take some stuff out. You could use this as a base template for new projects to come. So I've had a really nice time creating this, and I hope you learned a lot. And I think that's it. So thank you.